Welcome back to Tea Transitions, the space where we explore the tender, transformative, and deeply human moments that shape us. We are your hosts. I'm Rosy,
I am Farah. Welcome back, everyone.
and today we are talking about something that touches almost everyone who has ever lived away from home, whether you moved across the country, across the world, or across cultures. We're talking about food, we're talking about homesickness, and the emotional bridge that comes with it.
Indeed, yes, that is something that hits all of us, whether you move because you're so excited to leave or because you have to. The one thing that everyone, including people who tend to eat more Western food back home, looks for is local food, what we term as local food.
Mhm. And for so many of us, the first sign when we are missing home isn't really a tearful moment, it's the craving. The
Yes,
craving that's something familiar, something warm, something that tastes like where we came from, right?
yes. Mm.
So, ladies, grab your tea, settle in, and let's talk about why food becomes such a powerful anchor when everything else feels unfamiliar. So,
Yes,
Farah,
yeah.
why is homesickness kind of sneak up on us the moment when we are never expecting it?
Well, with all the adjusting, especially in the first year that you move abroad, it hits you really hard. You are dealing with so many different things, trying to adjust to your new environment, your new person that is with you now, your spouse, your partner, whatever it is, or your new job. But the one thing that comforts all of us, you need something familiar. And you
Mhm.
don't want foreign on top of foreign, so you want something that helps you to at one point in a way ease that tension of moving and adjusting. So it's a kind of comfort food that you're looking for. And I'll make it very very simple for you. A lot of us, when we move abroad, do not cook, myself included. Okay, yeah, because food is easily available in Singapore and
You're a good
Malaysia.
cook already. Never mind. Carry on.
Now we are great cooks, but
Yeah.
prior to this, we do not cook
Yeah.
because it's as I said, food is easily available in Singapore, and then most of the times our moms are at home. Now, coming back to adjusting to a new place, the simplest of food that you look for, Maggi noodles, or our version of ramen noodles. Okay. Now, this is a brand called Maggi. We are not advertising Maggi. I'm just saying it because that's
Oh, no, they're
Malaysian and
sponsoring
Singaporeans
us.
all know this. Yes.
Yep.
So we
Okay.
look for that version that is in Singapore, or the Indonesian equivalent, which is what is that fried
Indo,
mee goreng?
Indo, Indomie.
Indomie. Yes,
Hmm.
Indomie. So something
Obviously, I
as
ate a
simple.
lot. I remember.
I know we need support here, from Indomie and
Hmm.
Maggie, um, to adjust, to help us ease that homesickness, and to help us get some comfort from our food that you may not get from a burger because it's not your food, and even something as simple as humble as instant noodles help ease that.
So, for me, from my experience, it's not the big things.
Mm.
You know, when I moved here, I go with the flow, right? It's not the holidays, it's not the birthdays, it's not the milestone. Sometimes it's just the moment you open your fridge and then you realize nothing in there tastes like home.
Yes.
Then I would walk into the grocery store and I can't find the ingredients that I grew up with. For me, my experience was that's when I really told myself, I got to do something and improve in order to attend to my homesickness, which is
Hmm.
mostly the food. And from the Vietnamese cuisine that I learned, I tweak it to make it my own, a little taste to what I knew growing up. Or when you try to explain a dish to someone and they look at you like you're describing something alien.
Yeah.
That's when it hits you, right? So for most of us, me included, food is emotional.
Yes.
Food is memory and food is identity, like it or not. Food is identity. So when we are far from home, food becomes the first place our hearts go searching.
Yes. Indeed.
I love
And
that.
I have known I like to host, as you know. So and I enjoy cooking and feeding people. And there have been a number of people that I've been introduced to who were never really cooks. And when they first came here, and the moment I could share my food with them, my local food with them, they just felt so comforted. That's how
Hmm.
far a simple meal goes when you can also share it with someone with the same cultural background. And you cannot believe how comforted they feel when you can offer that or share that with someone else. Someone, especially who just moved to a foreign country, or just even something as simple as sharing a care package. Nowadays, it's so convenient. There are ready-made spices for Malaysian food, for Indonesian food. You have tons for Indian food, but especially for Southeast Asian food, it's not as easy, especially Malaysian and Indonesian food. But now there's a lot of those in the market. And I recall sending a comfort package to a care package to someone who was pregnant and did not live in the same state as I do, and how she could manage to cook from there and comfort herself during that time. And to
That's
me, that
awesome.
is just like, I made her day. I was so happy to, since I couldn't cook for her, since she lived quite a long way from me, but to be able to give her that comfort somehow, to help
So
in some manner.
to summarize from that statement, let's just be honest here. Food is so powerful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Food, food is the one of the few things that we can recreate, that can be recreated, even if the ingredients are different.
Mm,
Even if the kitchen is unfamiliar,
yes.
even if the recipe isn't perfect,
Mm-hmm.
cooking becomes a way to reconnect with us.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
And
it
I'll,
is it is for a lot of us a learning curve because we
Mhm.
did not start cooking. So we are trying so hard to replicate the recipes as best as we can, and also to replace the ingredients that we cannot get. So that
Mhm.
helps a lot, and you get a sense of achievement once you get it right, and it's like, yes, you know, now I know how to make it, and that would be my dish.
And to most of you ladies who grew up with mom, help your mom in the kitchen, right? The feeling of stirring something that reminds you of your mother's hands, the feeling of chopping vegetables, the way your aunt, your mom, your elder siblings taught you, the feeling of smelling something that instantly transports you back to your childhood kitchen. So, with that said, food automatically becomes a bridge.
Yes.
It's a way to cross the emotional distance between where we are
Hmm.
and where we came from.
Exactly. And it's come to a point where even Asian men learn how to cook when they are overseas because it becomes a necessity. They miss
Yep.
home so much that they
Yep.
decide, yes, we are going to try and do this because there are no restaurants out there. As I said, Indian food is easily available in the United States. You can go out and you can get your food. But when it comes to other Southeast Asian food, especially Malaysian or Indonesian, is so much more difficult. There's a rarity in terms of restaurants and offerings.
So throughout this entire process, especially for this girl, it's funny because that craving, that homesickness, suddenly turned me into a cook. Not as
Yes.
good as you, but at least I can fix myself a plate or a bowl and feel good about everything, especially about myself. So we were the grab a plate and eat. people. I'll just be in the house with I grew up with my mom's younger sibling, that I don't need to learn these recipes. So someone else is making it for me. But when
Mm-hmm.
I moved here, I have to learn from scratch.
Yes.
I became immediately so grateful of that journey, because now I'm like improving myself. I become better, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
It
you
does
have
bring back
now.
memories as well, like what you have just mentioned. It reminded you of times gone by where you helped in the kitchen. And even if you didn't do that, it brings
Excuse
forth
me.
memories. When you can recreate a dish and then you're kind of like, it is something that evokes emotions and ideas and memories of your life past, right?
And don't forget too, we are today in 2026. There are so many resources and tools out there. We talk about the packages that you mail to somebody that help that person. We can help ourselves by using the technology. For example, tune into YouTube, type in
Yes.
whatever dish that you want, and then follow exactly the
Mm-hmm.
guidelines from there, and
Mm.
voila, you got yourself a dish. Asam pedas, lontong,
Yes.
rendang, you name it. It's all
You
in
know,
there.
correct. But we are lucky it is now, 2026. Can you imagine people who came here in the 70s or in the 60s not being able to do that just for the sheer challenge of trying to get an ingredient? When I came here 16 years ago, I couldn't find tamarind because I didn't have any Asian stores where I lived right in the heart of Washington, D.C. And I didn't drive, so I didn't know where to go out and get tamarind. Tamarind was available in the Asian stores in Virginia. So I was like, how do I replace this? So in the end, to make my sambal, because you need an acidic factor,
Mm,
I use ketchup to get
mm.
the acidic factor. And it works. It works fine. And the
Don't tell
color
me.
is nice. Yes.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Because I'll get myself confused.
So,
Good to know it helped you.
yeah. I mean, if you are in a pinch, of course you can always use lemon or lime or whatever, but then it becomes
Yeah.
too acidic. You just need a tinge of it, just a hint of acidity. Use ketchup in your sambal. It works.
So, in other words, you will be able to create a dish that almost tastes like home.
Yes.
That's victory right there. A moment
Exactly.
of
Yeah.
connection, a
Yeah.
reminder that even far away, you can still carry home with you.
Yes, yes. We granted some dishes need very specific spices, like say for instance rendang, where it requires X, Y, and Z. But there are other dishes. Stir fries are super easy. You can do that without having to replicate anything. You just need to figure your vegetables out. Or fish was something that I found a tad difficult because everything in the
Grocery
Matsali
store here
store
is
was
different.
salmon, salmon, salmon. So it was like, no, I cannot steam salmon. I need my steamed fish, and I need something else. So I had to go to the Asian store to get all the other fish that look very much like the fish I'm used to. But believe it or not, even cod is different here. There are different breeds. So you have to be careful even with the kind of fish that you buy because it won't come out the same. Not because you're buying the wrong fish, it's just the wrong breed of fish.
I love this topic
Mm-hmm.
because this is the topic which by now should be something that we talk about continuously and laugh about too, because how technology have helped us all this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So food is storytelling, and it aligns with our mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because every dish that we cook carries a memory, carries a person, carries a moment, tradition,
Mm-hmm.
and a piece of our identity.
Oh, yes.
When come to food and me, there's no correlation there. There's no identity. But now I do have identity with food. I'm very proud, you know.
Yes.
So
You
that
can always adopt whatever it is from your new country. Nobody's saying, oh, your kitchen must always be Asian. But for those moments when you die, as we say in Singapore, must only and can only eat your food, you kind of like want to figure out how to replicate that. One fine example is when you are sick. What do you
mm,
look for? A lot of times, as Asians, we look for porridge. And when we mean porridge, we mean rice porridge. This can be chicken, this can be totally plain, or it can be fish porridge, whatever your protein is. But porridge is what we look for. Just like they look for chicken soup when they are sick here, we look for porridge. And that is something that almost everybody can do, but
yeah,
do we do it? Hey, that's a challenge for you there. Go make
you know,
porridge.
on that same topic, porridge, I remember when Faith was growing up, I exposed her to Asian porridge, right?
Mhm.
And every time when she's sick throughout middle school and high school, that's her go-to.
Really?
And now even Bob, that's his go-to. So it's like, there you go. We created something that
Yes.
our culture and tradition has been brought down to
Mm-hmm.
Faith,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually she will then now fix it herself, a bowl of porridge, if
Yeah,
she's not feeling well.
exactly. And she's most likely to
Beautiful.
pass that on to her
Mm,
offsprings,
right.
in the future, inshallah. But this is how your culture and your food get translated and passed down to other
Yeah.
generations.
Yep.
It's very, very powerful.
Yep.
Just think
Yep.
about it. That is also the first bridge to other people wanting to know your culture. Food is the easiest way to get people to understand who you are.
And I remember too when we have guests here, like my neighbors, or recently with Faith's boyfriend Nick, who's from Louisiana. He's so familiar with the American Chinese food, like the Chinese takeout, right? Um, so when he was here, I would cook whatever that I can cook. And I remember kept telling him, this is where I came from. Ta-da! This is where I came from. And he'll ask, what exactly is the ingredient? I can taste this, I can taste that.
Mm,
See, for a Cajun boy to recognize some of the ingredients, guess
mm,
what is happening up here? He's going to integrate that and make his
yes,
own.
yes.
And I've
And he's
received a
probably going
couple of,
to, yeah, he's probably gonna try and replicate that dish if he likes it
yep,
enough. You know.
yep. And this is all within the topic of food. See where it's going. You slowly spread the ingredients, expose it to people who familiarize with it, and they too want to try and invent something themselves.
Exactly. Again, sharing is caring.
There you go.
and food is the fastest and easiest way for you to do this.
Food becomes a way to stay connected to our roots
Mm-hmm.
while building new life somewhere else. I will
Exactly.
always remember that. So,
Yeah.
in closing, if you're listening today and you've been feeling that quiet ache of homesickness, what do you do? What did you cook and prepare yourself to comfort yourself? Share with us.
Yes, we would like to
Um,
know how
mhm,
you elevate your homesickness and
mhm.
how that helps you in terms of helping others as well. Because do share this. A lot of times you cannot believe how a simple meal shared with someone who is trying to adjust alleviate their homesickness. Go out and share something with a fellow newcomer. Let's put it that way,
And
because that
remember,
will help them to adjust.
you're not alone. We all went through this, right?
Exactly.
Whether
Yeah.
currently, yesterday, or 20, 30 years ago, we went through
Hmm.
this, the same thing. And you're not dramatic if you open up and share your story with people.
Hmm.
You're doing, or you're not doing too much to make yourself feel connected to home. Slowly,
Mhm.
it takes time because you
Yes.
know why? We are all human.
Yes.
Is the most human ways we hold on to the places and the people we love.
Yes, exactly. So until the next time, thank you for joining us. We believe that in sharing stories, we share our
Mhm.
experiences and that we can help someone else. Please hit subscribe and join us every Thursday on Eastern Standard at 3 p.m. on YouTube. And follow us on Instagram for updates. And if you wish to be a guest, please send us a DM or email at hello@ttransitions.com. Until the next time, cheers.
And I want to say this until the next time, take care of your heart and your hunger.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.